Hi everyone, welcome to another episode of Thoughtful Leaders under Thoughts on Education campaign run by collegesindia.com. Today we have with us Dr. Geeti Sharma, Area Chairperson and Associate Professor in Economics and International Business at Institute of Management Studies, University Coast Campus, Ghaziabad. Good morning, Dr. Geeti. Thanks for taking time for us today.
Yeah, a very good morning to you, Niharika. Thanks for the opportunity.
Yeah. Ma'am, kindly introduce yourself to the student listening.
All right, so very good morning to all the student listeners. So myself, Dr. Geeti Sharma. I am area chairperson of BBA department and associate professor in the area of economics and international business in Institute of Management Studies, Ghaziabad, University Courses campus. So I have like more than 17 years of experience in teaching, administration, and research and development. So I was fortunate enough to be bestowed with the Distinguished Academician Award 2020 by Global Research Foundation for my exceptional contribution in the area of academics. And apart from that, I have been associated with the Institute of Management Studies for around 13 years as of now. And my journey has been very fruitful, very gratifying in this institute. And as far as my qualifications are concerned, I am a PhD in economics and as well as I am a IIFT certified professional in the area of international business. And I would say it has been a long journey of teaching students from last 17 years. And doing research and developing latest pedagogies in the areas of teaching. So that's about me.
That's a lot that you have under your belt, ma'am. So my first question to you is, being the HOD of BBA department at IMS UCC, what is your philosophy of leadership? How would you describe your leadership style?
All right, that's a wonderful question, Niharika. So I would like to say that if I talk about my philosophy of leadership, so it has always been a participative leadership philosophy which I believe in. So when I say participative philosophy, so I believe in a philosophy where I would like to include all my faculty team and my students. So I would definitely like to take inputs from all of them, and then taking all those inputs into consideration, then I would like to take the final decision. Because today, if we talk about the youth, the student generation, they are all informed listeners. They are innovators. They are the ones, right, who are driving the world these days. So it is a very good idea to always take inputs from your student community, from your team, from the faculty community, and then probably take the decision. So if you talk about my leadership style, so it has been student centric, and I would say it is a participative leadership style for sure. Yeah.
So ma'am, how does the curriculum of BBA department at IMS University Coast Campus ensures the best practice of industry and basically bridge the gap between academics and industry?
Yeah, so yes, Niharika, see, BBA program at IMS is a flagship undergraduate professional program, which is creating future leaders by crafting a learning atmosphere which is conducive to research, industrial exposure, and entrepreneurial applications. So the program started in the year way back in 94, and the first BBA batch passed out in the year 1997, and since then we have never looked back. So particularly if I talk about the industry exposure which we are giving to the students of BBA at IMS Ghaziabad University Courses campus, so I would like to say that it's a very good platform, in terms of that we have a dedicated department, we have a dedicated team of CRC, right, which is particularly looking after all the industry related opportunities which have to be given to the students. So right from the beginning, when the student is actually taking admission right in the first year, so his journey of academia and industry interface, begins. So let me tell you how it goes. So we encourage students right from the beginning to apply whatever concepts, whatever theories you are studying in your classes. So we are giving them options of live projects, where the students will be going for some short duration projects to the industry. They may learn, some sales related skills. They may work on Excel and do some data analysis projects. So, like the students of BBA have been doing such kind of projects from quite a long time now for companies like Sony, Flipkart, Nielsen, to name a few. So, apart from that, there's a compulsory summer internship for the students of BBA second year, right? Again, so the CRC as well as the department is taking a lot of initiatives to give very good internship options to all our students. So it's a 45-day summer internship program, which is again, giving a lot of inputs to the students and is actually giving them a window to see, right, whatever they have studied as of now. So now how they are going to apply in the real world, right? Apart from that, I'll also talk about industrial visits. So we have, a full calendar where we have specified that how many industrial visits we are going to give to the students. So again, right from the first year, right, to the final year, every semester, students will be going for an industrial visit. So that again gives you, a live view of how industry is working, maybe the operations, maybe the productions which they are carrying out, and then talking to the people who are in that organization and understanding, right, all those minutes of the industry. So they may have, they have studied all those things while they are in classes, and when they go to industrial visits, they are able to see that entire operational thing or entire operational view of all those things which they have studied. And of course, when these students reach to the final year, so we have a very, impressive placement record of our students. So we have been able to place our students to international in the international organizations as well as in the domestic setups in companies like UAE Exchange, Dubai, Godrej and Boyce, Milano, Hitachi, Parle Agro, to name a few. So there's a complete, a plan of giving student or making a student, skillful enough that they are absolutely ready to face the industry, not only while they are doing the BBA program, but also once they are fully done with the program, and when they grab their placements in the final year. So I think that's a very good platform for the students to imbibe their theoretical concepts as well as get the practical exposure from the industry. Yeah.
That surely is not your plan to students, ma'am. So keeping that in mind, what do you think should be the institute's top priority for next 10 years?
All right. So yes, if I talk about the institute overall, so at Institute of Management Studies, Ghaziabad, the philosophy has always been student centric. It was and will always be student centric. So if I would like to say from the future point of view, so definitely we are working hard to give even more skill-oriented programs, give more exposure to the students in every facet of their career. So I'll try to, I will focus on, I would like to say that we are now focusing more on collaborations, with the industry, with the foreign universities, in order to give a very good platform to the students for student exchange, faculty exchange, right? Plus, we are also, introducing more specializations papers in our curriculum. Like we are already in the process of launching fintech, digital marketing, and various other skill-based programs, so that the student is, it becomes skillful enough to face the opportunities which are there in the market. So plus we are also focusing on lot of research in the institute, and we are also looking forward to make a very good research center in the campus, wherein the students are given full support in terms of all the tools and equipments and facilities which are required to do research. So there are a lot of things which are in process, and I'm sure in the next few years, right? So IMS Ghaziabad University Courses Campus will not only be a name in North India or India, but it will mark its name in the global scenario for sure.
Surely, ma'am. What do you see as BBA department at IMS University post campuses the greatest strength?
All right. So if I talk about the BBA program at Institute of Management Studies Ghaziabad, so first is, of course, it's the flagship program of the campus. We started in long back in the year 1994-97, the first batch of BBA passed out. So of course, it's the flagship program of the campus. So I would say that the pedagogy which we are following is the first greatest trend or the distinctiveness of the department, wherein we are focusing on a pedagogy where we are giving lots of practical inputs to the students. So we are believing in a philosophy of experiential learning, where students are not only taught the concepts, but we are involving them with the help of case studies, with the help of quiz, with the help of simulation exercises, with the help of role plays, right? So there are a lot of pedagogical interventions which have been made so that the student is part of everything which is taught in the class. So they are not just the audience. In fact, they are participants in the class, and they will be the ones who will drive the classrooms. So you would also be very happy to know that our faculties have prepared short flip videos, for our students. So it is a very innovative practice which we have started at IMS Ghaziabad, wherein we are preparing short videos of some concepts well in advance, and the students will go through all those flip videos before they come to the classes. So we are sending them learning templates in advance where they have the links of flip videos, so that faculty in classes is spending more time in discussing rather than spending time in teaching theories, right? That's one. Second very important strength I would like to say, Niharika, is the specialization papers which we are offering for sure. So in order to bridge the gap in whatever career, with whatever course curriculum, university is offering us, right? So what we have done, that we have introduced specialization in all the areas, be it retail and marketing, be it banking and finance, be it entrepreneurship and family-owned business, be it data sciences, be it human resource management. And I already told you that we are soon launching fintech and digital marketing also as specializations. So these specializations are tailor-made by keeping the corporate inputs, the inputs of the experts into mind, and then they are made so that we can develop students in all these skills which are required by the industry. Plus, the BBA program also holds a very good record of producing university toppers almost every year in the university. So they are not only good in other aspects, but they have of course proven themselves in the academic aspects also. Plus in BBA program, so there's a lot of mentoring which is happening. So the student is being mentored by a lot of people simultaneously, so that not only his academic queries are handled, but we are also trying to make him or her a better human being for sure, right? So there are faculties who are mentoring him in classes. We have class counselors for every class. So class counselor is directly in touch with the students to handle all his queries. Plus, we also have another mentor-mentee program which is running in the campus, where the students are mentees under a expert mentor. So that mentor is again, going to take queries of the students which are not only related to academics. It can be related to his some, personal stuff. It may be related to his career. It may be related to anything for that matter, which is bothering him, and he want to, get it solved through that good mentorship. So again, the mentorship program of IMS Ghaziabad has also been one of the greatest strengths of the campus and also for the BBA program. And as I already told you, that we have a strong industry academy interface where we are giving lots of, exposure to the students in terms of live projects, in terms of industrial visits, in terms of summer internship, in terms of placement, right? So that's another very strong USP or feature of the program which we are offering. Plus, we have a dedicated CDC cell, that's the Career Development Center of our institute, which is again doing a lot of personality profiling of the students. They are again helping them out with a lot of counseling programs. So the student can always go for their personal counseling to CDC department also, so which are going to, again, they're going to guide them for any specific queries which they have related to career or for anything that matter. So you see that there are a lot of windows for the student to discuss his problems, to discuss his grievances or discuss his doubts, right, with multiple people in the campus. And the good part is that everybody is approachable. So you need not take appointments, and you need not wait for that query to be solved. Everybody is approachable and is more than ready to help you out with whatever problems or grievances you have. And of course, we have student-driven clubs here. So we have around 22 clubs, and Niharika, you won't believe that they are all student-driven clubs. So we have presidents, we have secretaries, right, and we have full lot of members in the clubs. So they are going to decide everything related to whatever activity they want to, conduct in those clubs. So we have domain-specific clubs like Big Ideas Club, HR Club, Marketing Club, Finance Club, Music Club, Toastmasters, you name it, and we have it. So that's another very good exclusive feature of the program. So if I give you the broader picture, so I would say that the things are very student centric, where everything is revolving around students. Yeah.
So basically, a student would definitely flourish when the sources are so easily accessible to them. Well, it's really a good place to be and start your formal education. So, ma'am, what are some biggest challenges you see, both for higher education in general and for BBA department at IMSUC campus specifically?
All right, so that's a good question, Niharika. So, if I talk about challenges overall in the higher education, so I would say that the students in higher education, they need a lot of hand-holding and they need a lot of mentoring, right? Because they actually need to know that whatever degree, whatever course they are pursuing in, so what kind of involvement, what kind of skill building is required, so that after that probably 3-year program or a 4-year program, so where actually they are going to land, right? So of late there has been a mushroom growth of lot of institutes all across India. So that higher education should not be a rat race for the students. In fact, it should open up a window for a lot of skill development for the students, so that once they are done with that degree or a program, they are instantly grabbed by the industries. So the industry should not again, they should not come to back to square one. Where they again have to train the students, they again have to develop the skills, and then probably they will become industry ready. So that skill development exercise, I would say, must be done while the students are pursuing their higher education. And another important, I would not say challenge, but yes, I would say that definitely there should be something which should be related with making students mentally and emotionally strong. So we have been having a lot of cases around where students at a very young age are feeling depressed. So there's a lot of pressure of achieving good marks, pressure of getting placed, pressure of having a good package. So that emotional and mental balance is very much required for the students. So I think all the institutes who are offering higher education should also help the students to, balance themselves and strengthen themselves, not only physically, but mentally for sure. Yeah.
So ma'am, my last question to you for this session would be, any suggestion that you would like to give to the current youth and aspiring students?
All right, so I have been, associated very closely with the youngsters, with the youth from last many years. So before I give a suggestion, I would say that the faculties or the educational community who are attached with youth, who are teaching youth, they also become young themselves, because you are very much in touch with the youth, their mindset, their ideas, their behavior, right? But yes, if I would have to give some suggestions to the youth and the aspiring students, so I would like to say that first thing first, right? You need to have a positive attitude in life. Don't take stress. Don't take tensions unnecessarily. Everything will fall in place eventually. So, please be mentally very strong, become emotionally very strong, right? That's the first very important thing. Second, you should understand that a certificate or a degree is not suffice. You should definitely look for skill development. Go for some small modules where you get some skill development. Analyze yourself every month, right? That what are the inputs which you can add in your CV, what additional things you have done, right? So when you not just focus on getting a degree or a certificate, and you focus on doing a lot of skill development, so the things will automatically fall in place, right? Because you have developed yourself that way. Another important suggestion is that you should focus on time, right? I think one should not take time for granted, right? You should be having a lot of discipline in life. So again, when you start respecting time, the time will automatically start respecting you. So that's another important thing. And plus, be very focused in life. Work on one thing at a time, right? Don't be confused in a lot of things going parallelly, right? That I'll be doing this also, I'll be doing that also, I have to do X, I have to do Y, I have to do Z. So don't get confused. Focus on one thing at a time, give your best, right? And then probably move to some other thing, right? So don't, because if you will do a lot of things at one point of time, probably again it will be lot of stress. So those are the suggestions which I would like to give to the youth of the country. Stay happy, have positive attitude, and the world is yours.
Thank you for giving your precious time with us, ma'am. So everybody will be concluding the session here. Thank you for joining us.